Hello and welcome back to another episode of Army Men of War and yet another edition of our story time. So today we're going to be going over everything to do with all the new factions, all the new old factions should we say, and talking about what we should do, the direction that we should take each one of these toy Army Men factions, including the Legos as well. So previously we've had some drama on this channel as well, so I've left it a few days just for things to quiet down a bit. I will let you know that it's all sorted now. Me and Val, the owner of the Army Men of War Discord, should I say, we've talked it out. We've come to an agreement that our friendship is more important than the Discord and things like that. And I have went ahead and I have deleted the Discord because I feel like it was just causing nothing but trouble, and not only that, we just can't handle the responsibility of, you know, having another platform to run all this roleplay through. So we're just going to do it on this channel from now on. We're going to do it in the comment section, on the community tab. It's easier for me to track, and it's easier for you guys to get in touch with me because it's all in one place rather than it being separated across 1,000 text channels in Discord, so if you know what I mean. So anyway, we have factions right here. We have many of them. We've got the Greens, which is the Grumps Nation, I believe. Donald Grump goes way back to Season 1 for you original gangsters. You know who Donald Grump is. This is the capital right here. This is Block City. Here's a picture of him in his office, as you guys know from the previous episode. We're going to be trying to do a lot more cinematics on the channel. Over here we have FOB Greenington, and we can see our new character right here. This right here is General Liberty. So General Liberty is the Commander-in-Chief of the Army, Navy and Air Force for the Greens. So he answers directly to Donald Grump, and we're only going to be having a couple of characters per nation to begin with, because I feel like if we add too many too quick, it's just going to overcomplicate things. So yes, so this is the Green Nation anyway. Block City is their capital. They do have two houses. We have this house over here, which is the old tan house. This is where the Legos originally came from. And then over here we have the original Green Territory. So this is like from episode 1 of Season 1. I think I've discussed that in a previous video though. And next to that we have the Puddle Lands. That's what we've all decided to name it. It was at first known as the Swamps, but I thought the Puddle Lands sounds a lot better. And these guys are ruled by one Lord Valor. They've got a dictatorship leadership right here. This guy is, I believe, related to General Tannenberg, our old general, our old chief of generals and staff, or I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, the guy that basically brought terror in Season 1 against the Greens and Reds, and broke up the RGP coalition, which is now broken up again, but I'll get into that in a moment. So over here we have the rest of the world. So I want you guys to tell me in the comment section, should the Tans branch out into the rest of the world? I might make a little separate series. If you guys scream it in the comments, let's scream a keyword, I don't know. Let's go for, I don't know, a hashtag TanExpand. Let's see how many of those we can get in the comment section, you know. Upvote it to be number 1 so more people can see it, like it. You know, and if it becomes like really popular, I will expand them into this territory, which now holds a fog of war. So there is going to be some mystery factions in these areas right here, these parts, and we're going to be coming up with some cool new faction names, some other colours as well, which are going to own these kinds of buildings right here. Look, we're going to make all these interiors as well. I'm really looking forward to being able to map out some of these sort of Nate's Sports Bar and Grill. Is that a real place? Let me know in the comments. And also some of these houses, the bank, we've got a Burger King right here, McBurgertown, or wherever. But yeah, it's going to be really cool to make those maps. As you know, I am Mighty Mapper 123. I like to make maps. We've got the Reds, and the Reds have 2 leaders up to now. We've got Colonel Redveer, who is recently, I think he's currently on movement to Red Territory again. He was recently here in the Central Trade Area. The Central Trade Area is this park. It used to be owned by the Blues and, well, a bit of everyone really. It was classed as a neutral area owned by the RGB coalition. This is where they tend to open up all of their portals, for those of you that didn't really understand the concept of where they was going in the last video. And we also can see the grey Legos right here. These guys sympathize with the Greys, who are currently over here from that video where they tried to break through with the spiders. I'll let you guys pick as well. I told you, what should the Greys do? Should they have come through here? Should they have went through the blue territory, green territory, you know, but we all decided they should go through the flower bed. And then I let the Discord decide as well what they should do after that. And they choose explosions. And if you guys remember from one of the previous videos in Season 1, explosions tend to wake these colonies of spiders up and they just swarm you. So they lost a couple of hundred men during that fight, but we can bring them through again at some point. Maybe we can just maybe sneak through next time now they've learnt their lesson, or perhaps just come through here and maybe attack the blues from the rear. We can see Queen Azulia right there. She is the leader of the blues. If you guys are wondering what Azulia means, I think Azul means blue, I believe, in French or something, maybe a different language, I don't know. Don't quote me on that one. But we know that Leia is the character model because she is Princess Leia from Star Wars. I thought it was just a cool concept. She's currently over here, and the Greys could attack her from the rear, which I think could be very beneficial. And they could wipe the blues out in just one turn. But who knows? Maybe that's what they want them to do. So let me know some theories in the comment section. If you want me to do more of these story times as well, let me know, because like I said, they're a lot easier for me to make rather than having to script the battles and the cinematics. I can maybe throw these quickly in between our bigger battles. I'm going to try for daily uploads as of next week. I've had a really busy week this week. I mean, I'm actually going to be on the TV or on social media, I believe. It's I've got some people coming out with cameras and stuff, and they're going to interview me, and it's something to do with my local area. I'm going to be interviewed to see what they want to spend the local budget on. It's politics, you know, that kind of thing. But I'm kind of excited for it because I'm going to make a change in my local town. This town that I live in doesn't really get much. They're always taking away from it and they're never putting back. So I'm speaking up. I'm speaking up as a civilian, as a person that lives here. So yeah, that's what's been going on lately. So I've got that happening next week. I'm also going in for a job as well. I've got a job for a really big opportunity coming up for a job in my nearby town, and it's full time and it's an apprenticeship really, but it's going to be great. But yeah, enough of all that. That's my personal life. That's just why I've been really busy lately. I've been really focused on that and not had much time to sit here and build this lore with you guys. But I do mean to do more of it in the future, especially now we're back to the OG days of just writing it as we go along. So we've covered the greens a little bit. We've got different areas right here. We have named this city right here. This is Flowerbed City, owned by the Greys. This is where we had that big Lego fight. Perhaps if you guys spam me in the comments as well, we can perhaps attack the Flowerbed City again, take it for the Greens. That'll boost their economy a ton. Yeah, and that's pretty much it for that. We've got another green base over here with an airfield. I've got a feeling they would support the Blues if the Greys did attack them, so that's probably why the Greys wouldn't attack them there. Personally, I just feel like the Greys should probably sneak through this area right here. They can perhaps establish their own little base in this part, and then mount an attack against the Blues. So I think this would be a brilliant staging area for the Greys, because look, it's got like a fence around it. Let me know what you guys think anyway. And yeah, we've also got all this area over here, which I think we're going to let you guys come up with some things we can add to the map in the future. Not yet, because we've got all of this to cover. So we've covered the Greens, we've covered the Blues, we've covered the Greys. The Legos, we have General Lagos for the Greens as well. This is another main character that we're going to be using. You can only tell the difference between him and the rest of them because he's a darker green. But he is in charge of all the green Lego colonies. And as you can see, they're at war with the grey colonies at the minute. They hate each other. And he's also going to be going to war with the red colonies. And drama alert, what's this? Look, we can see that these guys did used to be green, by the way. But they betrayed the greens and they've joined the reds. They've knocked down the wall. And this is actually how Colonel Redveer would have got into... He would have brought that huge convoy of trucks all the way down here, look. And this is where the greens would have attacked from. We're going to be having a bit of a front line right here. I don't know if to auto-resolve it or just like make a sort of trench system through here. I think, you know, let me know if you want to see a trench system. I think that could work. It'd be pretty cool. We're also going to try and take that sand pit as well. The main goal for the greens and the rest, and the reds and the blues at the moment, is they want to try and hold the central trade area and cut off trade to the plastic dimension. If they can cut trade off, then that would be an absolute bonus. And we did see some blues also come to the aid of the reds. They would have came from this town at the back right here. Not really came up with a name yet. These cardboard cities, I don't really get... Do you know what? That's the name, Cardboard City. Why don't we think of that? Brilliant, because it's made of cardboard. So yeah, I'm just coming up with things on the spot. You see? But we've got another base over here. This is Green Base. This is from Season 1. And it's super nostalgic, this one is. These are on the front line. I can imagine there's going to be like a huge Iron Curtain takedown in the future. So that could be a future video that I could make. Or we can knock a hole down inside these fences and just watch each of the armies pour through on each of this territory. That'd be pretty dope. But other than that, that's all we've got. We've got Baron von Kresny over here. but this is the leader of the Reds in this dimension. He did work closely with Ruskin to try and overthrow the governments of Plastica back in the plastic dimension, and he is now in charge of all of trade in and out of these 2 dimensions. And as you can see, the Reds, I think they would have thrown maybe a treaty their way to the Greens, but Donald Grump is just too smart for that. And I don't know if you noticed in the previous video as well, there is a little hint on the screen of his computer in the opening cinematic. I'm not going to say any more. I'm going to let you guys come up with some theories about what all that is about. Look, there's a droid. Look, there's a Lego droid. Yes. Another thing as well is that I have installed all my modding stuff as well on my laptop. So I'm going to try and get some more skins in the game. I'm not very good at it. I'm terrible at working with the hands. The hands always come out deformed. So I'm getting better. So hopefully in the next few weeks or something, we could be seeing loads of new guns and loads of new skins and props in the mod as well. I will be throwing them on Patreon, guys, as they take a while to do. But I want you guys on Patreon to get something as well as a thank you for all the support. Yeah, like I say, I want to know the direction that we can take this. Come up with some battle ideas in the comment section. I will start loving your comments, and I want to see what you can bring to the table for this series. Whatever the best comment is, you know, whatever the best direction for the story is, I'm going to pick, and I'm going to give you guys a shout out as well for the idea. And I'm going to build the map, I'm going to build the story around it, and we're just going to write this together, and it's going to be epic. I'm really, really hyped for this. So hashtag hype, you know, if you're hyped as well. Let me know in the comments. The more engagement I get in the comments, you see, the more I know you guys are enjoying it. I'm also going to be moving into some Star Wars stuff soon as well. I'm hoping to bring out a little Star Wars series. I'm just really itching, you know, yearning to do Star Wars as of late. And I just love it. If you go back to the origin of this channel, it was all about Star Wars. So I want to try and make an Army Men of War series in the style of Star Wars, back to back with this, I think. Or maybe we could break between the two, so we could maybe do like a couple of episodes of this and then go straight back to the Star Wars one. So that'd be pretty epic, but we could do it on like a galactic scale. This is where the battlefield is at this precise moment. We've got 4 companies of green soldiers left in this area. We've got a couple of companies of reds. They've created a full perimeter around the central trade area now. They've got the grey Legos holding down this huge fortress over here, stopping any greens from green base to come over. But even if they did, I've just got a feeling that the reds are just going to push their way through and yeah, take green base then. So it's a bit of a catch-22. Again, over here we've got a red base over here. This is just a red forward operating base, and they could break through the wall as well and even move on blue territory. So we could be seeing a lot of battles in the future. Like I say, I think I've covered loads on this, but I do think that this is the best area for the greys set up base. So that would be a really cool way to get them into the game. The tans do need to expand because I don't see them taking this area anytime soon unless we decide, you know, go for it tans, hashtag go for it tans, and they can try and break into FOB Greenington right here and take that. But who knows what's going to happen. Or we could just work around it, you know, and try and set up base in this flower bed over here, because there's a lot of cover and things like that. It's literally like fighting one of the... do you know when you was a kid and you just fight in your back garden? It is literally like that. But anyway, that's pretty much all I've got for this video today. It's just a quick one. But I will be working some more on this in the coming days. Super hyped, super excited. And yeah, like and subscribe. Join the Mighty Nation. Follow me on Instagram. I'm also doing a giveaway as well. I'm going to pick one of you guys from the last video to win a copy of Army Men of War and also a free copy of Men of War Assault Squad 2. So I did say in the last video, tell me what your favourite thing is about this series. So I'm going to be picking one of you guys, the one I think has the best answer really, and one I can really relate to. And yeah, so I'll be picking one of you guys. I'm also going to be picking somebody on Instagram and another person on Facebook as well, so be sure to come and follow me over there. I'm going to be trying to post a lot more on there. Anyway, I'm MightyMapper123. Like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.